Two teams remain, but only one can be king of the mountains. It's Perry Central versus Harlan County for the Mountain Classic Championship. And we welcome you courtside to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex in Hindman, Kentucky with Jim Frazier and sideline reporter Josh Ball. I'm Tanner Hesterberg. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us as we crown a Mountain Classic champion. Jim, Harlan County got 32 points from Cameron Carmichael last night. They need another big effort from him tonight.
Boy, they really do. You know, Coach Jones sort of in the middle of the game was wanting to get the other people involved. Didn't forget that. Cameron just got so hot, let that guy operate. He did. He was spectacular. And, of course, Harlan County came out with a big win.
Perry Central, a very hot shooting team as of late, including the freshman Noah Back, who had 5 big three-pointers for Coach Shannon Hoskins last night.
You know, Dunn and Back shoot the ball so very well. Like I said, you got to pick them up the minute they come on the property. And, of course, talking here with our our public address man, Ken Fugit, who, by the way, has done every single one of these 17 games. He talked about Noah Back, and he said, that guy's not a shooter. He's a maker, okay? Some people are that, and that's what number 24 does for Perry Central. As you see the band get a little fired up here.
Harlan County got here by defeating Buckhorn in the opening round 68-50, then took care of South Laurel last night 52-46. The Black Bears are 14-2 overall. Perry Central, on the other hand, 12-3, defeating Lawrence County 83-72 in the first round and dispatching Clay County last night 79-68. Perry Central in search of its 6th all-time Mountain Classic title. Haven't won one since 2013, and a point guard by the name of Braxton Beverly was on the team, and that man, Damon Tobler, had not yet transferred to Perry Central. He was huge for the Commodores last night, coming up with 24 points, led the team in scoring, a threat from both inside and, as of late, outside, as he's really developed his game. He'll match wits with Harlan County's Trey Spurlock, the 6'6 junior, who's come on as of late. And as always, Perry Central will need to keep eyes on Cameron Carmichael. He's lethal, averaging 18 points per game. We mentioned the 32 last night versus South Laurel. 13 of those 32 coming in the fourth quarter. Carmichael has a knack for coming up with big shots late in games. We'll have the starting lineups and tip-off between Perry Central and Harlan County for the Mountain Classic Championship. Up next on this TV and WYMT.com.
Tim Short is East Kentucky's fastest growing auto group. Built on a philosophy of great customer service and contributing to the local economy makes us the dealer customers keep coming back to. With 13 locations throughout the region, representing all of the American manufacturers and the most popular top-quality pre-owned vehicles. Take the short drive to Hazard, Whitesburg, Manchester, Pikeville, London, Corbin, Middlesboro, Winchester, Moorhead, and beyond. Choose Tim Short Auto Group for a no-hassle deal on your next vehicle.
Sometimes it seems you spend your whole day on the go. But no matter where you go, you'll probably run into a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent. With agents in every Kentucky county, Farm Bureau is there for you, pretty much wherever you are. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds have been representing coal miners and their families for over 30 years. If you need representation for Social Security, disability, personal injury, auto accident, workers' compensation, and of course, black lung benefits, give them a call at 1-800-446-0167. Stop by and see them and tell them Ralph 2 sent you.
When children experience traumatic events, they may not know how to ask for help. Recognizing the signs of childhood trauma is an important first step. Learn to notice the signs and where to seek help. Visit samhsa.gov/child-trauma.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Perry Central Commodores trying to win the Mountain Classic for the 6th time. On the other side, the Black Bears of Harlan County looking for the first Mountain Classic title in school history. We're ready to meet the starting lineups. Let's go to public address announcer Kenneth Fugit in his 19th season at Knott Central.
Once again, good evening and welcome to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex in the championship game of the 29th annual WYMT Wayne Supply Mountain Basketball Classic between the Commodores of Perry County Central and the Black Bears of Harlan County. Your starting lineup, first for Perry County Central at forward, number 20, Damon Tobler. At forward, number 23, James Blair. At guard, number 4, Travis Dunn. At guard, number 13, Matt Turner. And at guard, number 24, Noah Back. The Commodores are coached by head coach Shannon Hoskins. For the Black Bears of Harlan County, at forward, number 42, David Turner. At forward, number 21, Ty Simmons. At guard, number 11, Drew Nolan. At guard, number 14, Trace Spurlock. And at guard, number 4, Cameron Carmichael. The Black Bears are coached by head coach Michael Jones. Your officials from the 15th region, Tyrone Fields, Dale Kahn, and Mac Hall.
Gives us a chance to check our Lee's famous recipe of Hazard and White's key ingredients. Harlan County, Perry Central, your thoughts on this one, partner?
Harlan County offensively, I think they're going to have to get everybody involved. I don't think they can win this thing with just a couple of guys scoring. Defensively, they're going to have to guard Back and Dunn from the water cooler forward. I'll assure you of that. For Perry Central, offensively, some touches in the post to collapse the defense, and defensively, they've got to find that man you're facing and looking at there. Number 4, Cameron Carmichael, as my call moves in for the tip. We're set for action, and with the play-by-play of this evening's contest, Mr. Tanner Hesterberg.
Thank you, Jim. The 6'6" Trace Spurlock wins the tip against the 6'4" Damon Tobler. Harlan County starts the game with a basketball.
Oh, how about the enthusiasm of the crowd here, Tanner? And we always talk about in these big games, a little jitters at first, not uncommon.
Black Bears enter this game 14-2 overall, best record in the 13th region. Beat Buckhorn 68-50 in the opening round, and then last night shocking South Laurel 52-46 in the semifinals to advance to the championship game tonight.
See Coach Jones, he was up talking with his guys. He's trying to get other guys involved, but the tough defense for Perry Central there negates that. Playing zone here at early. Good
Nolan
look.
Inside, and the Black Bears grab an early lead.
Good pass. Defense sloughs off. He hits it.
3 off the mark. That time by Back, but a second crack at this possession for the Commodores.
Offensive glass in a game like this going to be critical. How about the matchup up front there with Simmons?
Blair lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Harlan County. Perry Central, a 12-3 record, a win over Lawrence County in the first round of this Mountain Classic, 83-72, and a decisive win over Clay County in the semifinals last night, 79-68. Dunn misses a 3, Turner the offensive board.
Seen something we didn't see a whole lot last night. Dunn and Back missing from the outside. Good look here. That's what they need to do, get some touches in the post and then fan it out.
Back took steps. It's a turnover on Perry Central. Commodores took very good care of the basketball last night, a big reason why they were able to put away Clay County so soundly.
Yeah. And I see here the Perry Central zone defense open in the middle. Big Spurlock can come through, get some touches, as well as David Turner.
Carmichael had 32 last night, but misses that one.
Teams letting it go a little quickly here early in the ball game, just trying to find their rhythm.
Blair from deep. Missed everything, but Dunn able to keep it alive, and he slashes in to tie the game.
Tell you, Travis Dunn does a great job for Coach Shannon Hoskins. Gets them on the board here. They've gone almost a couple of minutes without a bucket. He's got a tough job taking number 4.
That's a two-pointer for Nolan. He has all 4 of Harlan County's points.
That's what Coach Jones knew he had to do. He had to get everybody involved. Carmichael, the facilitator here.
And another traveling violation called against Noah Back. The freshman's been sensational so far in this tournament, and a good defensive game plan for Harlan County. And Coach Michael Jones, in his 3rd year, of course, succeeded his father, Mike Jones, a couple of seasons ago. Mike Jones was the head coach when Harlan County formed as a school in 2008. One of just 19 coaches in the history of Kentucky high school boys basketball. You see him there to win 600 games. Out of bounds, it will go over to Perry Central.
Not sure what they were talking about prior there, Tanner. There was something the officials were talking about, the jersey numbers or something. I couldn't pick it up there. At any rate, here comes Perry Central.
In the corner, Blair. Commodores not shooting nearly as effectively as they were last night. Carmichael splits defenders on the baseline. Turner tries to collect the rebound, but it's out of bounds. Going back to the point on Michael Jones, actually played for his father at Harlan Independent. Won the 13th region back in 1993. A lot of basketball tradition in that family.
And not only that, a lot of great matchups with Clay County when Shannon Hoskins and Robert Markham were playing there. So these guys not unfamiliar with one another.
Blair gets to the rim and ties the game at 4. James Blair, the transfer from Buckhorn, now in his 2nd season at Perry Central, making a big impact for Coach Shannon Hoskins' Commodores.
Double stacks on the low post.
Step back Carmichael. Numbers for the Perry Central, but it's thrown away. 2-on-1. Carmichael takes it himself, misses. Spurlock tip no. Spurlock again, and this time he's good.
Tenacity on the offensive glass, and now they want full court pressure. That's the style Harlan County wants to employ. Got to try to find 24 or number 4.
Dunn. That 3 rolls in.
Tremendous shooters. Great realization there by Perry Central. They get the ball in the hands of Dunn, and he's got 5 of the 7. Excuse me, 5 of the 6, I guess. No, 5 of the 7.
7-6 Perry Central.
Media timeout at the next dead ball. See these double stacks on the low post. That's an old Bobby Keith trick.
Spurlock, 3, no good. Nolan trying to save it, and it's off the leg of Back. It will stay with Harlan County. Perry Central up 1 here early in the Mountain Classic championship game.
Buying a new home is a big step, but Community Trust Bank really helped my wife and I through it.
We got pre-qualified for our home loan through Community Trust, so when it came time, things went really smooth. There were no surprises, and it was really easy to do.
Just stop by any one of Community Trust Bank's convenient locations, and one of our loan professionals will help you get pre-qualified for your next loan.
Take it from us, it's worth it.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust.
Sometimes it seems you spend your whole day on the go. But no matter where you go, you'll probably run into a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent. With agents in every Kentucky county, Farm Bureau is there for you, pretty much wherever you are. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Can I help you today?
I'm gonna need a big car.
You need something bigger?
Really big.
Okay.
Bigger, bigger, bigger.
You must have a really big family.
Oh, big sale at Food City.
Oh.
This week, Food City Fresh Ground Round is $3.99 a pound. An 8-pound bag of Harvest Club potatoes is $3.99. And Pepsi 6 and 8 packs are 4 for $10.
Value every day. Food City.
Sign up for power outage alerts today by logging on to KentuckyPower.com.
Looking for a quick, healthy dinner idea? Eat at Mom's Every Day. Get the recipe of the day. Budget with $10 or less meal ideas. And we even have ideas for the picky eaters in your family. The app is free. Just search for Mom's Every Day in the App Store or Google Play Store.
Looking to fall in love this Valentine's Day? Fall in love with summer at the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Shop the latest boats, RVs, and motorsports. Visit the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Brought to you by Lee's Ford Marina.
Take a look on the Deskins Motors instant replay. James Blair drives in, and Perry Central has a 1-point lead here early over Harlan County. And we check in for the first time tonight with the third member of our broadcast crew as Carmichael splashes a 3. Here's Josh Ball.
Tanner and Jim, Perry County Central coach Shannon Hoskins said his defensive strategy will center around Cameron Carmichael, who scored 32 points in the semifinals against South Laurel. For Harlan County coach Michael Jones, his strategy will be simply stopping the three-point barrage, which is Perry County Central's offense. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
Well, you get another glimpse at Perry Central's offense there. Damon Tobler canning the jumper, Jim, something he wasn't very good at, shooting the basketball from out near the perimeter when he first got to Perry Central, but his game rounding into form.
Yeah, had almost the ankle-breaking move there.
Nolan 3. Rebound Tobler. Transferred here to the mountains of Eastern Kentucky from Philadelphia 3 years ago. Didn't play a whole lot of organized basketball as Turner knocks down the jumper. Had to make an adjustment there, but Coach Shannon Hoskins, a nice job of developing Tobler, made him into one of the best players in the mountains.
Perry Central getting good offensive possessions from
Simmons,
everyone.
That's his first bucket.
Didn't score last night as well, so the young man gets an opportunity, puts it home.
Simmons also a terrific football player at Harlan County. Ties the game at 11. This is Blair. Carmichael in the open floor. So good at creating. Keeps the handle there. Finds Nolan, now down low to Burkhart, and a foul call.
Taking it at the defense, Tobler with his first personal. And I think Lance Burkhart, or Lamar Burkhart, excuse me, was our Subway sub of the game last night because of the tremendous job he did coming in off the bench, working against the big man for South Laurel, Taylor. Hits his first foul shot.
He's a 57% shooter on the season. Burkhart, the 6'2 sophomore. That's the other point to be made about Harlan County, Jim. So young, they have no seniors.
Yeah. Neither boys nor girls, kind of an amazing statistic. And, you know, we'll probably want to invite those guys back next year when we're at Perry Central. But I think Perry Central needs to get a touch, maybe in the corner for 24 back.
Tobler thought about the baseline jumper. Instead, he'll drive in, and a foul called. Michael Jones beside himself over there near the Harlan County bench.
Coach Mike Jones, I believe, wanted to travel there from official Dale Kahn, but they'll get the foul on Burkhart. He's here to give all 5 of his fouls, though, I'll assure you.
Strong to the hole. Tobler took steps.
So he worked on the official, and he does get the traveling call the next time he gets the basketball. But Tobler has such a tremendous first step, sort of shaking his head going down the way there, but that quick first step puts him in an offensive opportunity so very quickly.
Nothing wrong with a little gamesmanship. Huh?
Nope, that's it. Tough zone defense here being employed. Harlan's patient, gets some ball reversal. They can get some open threes.
Harlan County will circle the wagons. Up by 2 as we're under a minute to go here in the opening quarter of the Mountain Classic Championship game.
Coach Mike Jones satisfied with a 2-point lead here at the end of one. Little gamesmanship on the coaches. Shannon Hoskins going to leave his guys back deep in the zone.
Balanced scoring effort for both teams so far. 4 players have cracked the scorebook for Perry Central, 5 for Harlan County. Spurlock fouled. Been a very clean first quarter so far. That's just the second team foul on Perry Central. Only 1 has been whistled against Harlan County.
I saw Cameron Carmichael complain. He took a little bit of a shot in the eye there, inadvertent by Perry Central. We've seen him with a couple of times where he's been open in the paint, but he's tried to dish it off, tried to get the other guys involved.
You like the decision here to blow 90 seconds off the clock and play for 1 shot?
Absolutely, I do. They can handle the ball pretty well. Gonna have to get it going here. Good double team.
Stolen by Dunn, 3 seconds. Travis fouled. Good defensive stand by Perry Central to close out this first quarter.
Saw Shannon Hoskins, head coach Perry Central, clapping. His guys sort of win the first battle there versus the coaches. They stayed in that zone, got the steal with just a few seconds, and now Dunn with an opportunity to cut into this lead, even tied up.
At 5'8", Dunn, the shortest player on the floor, but perhaps the biggest motor. That one spins off. And at the end of the first quarter, Harlan County leads Perry Central by the slimmest of margins here in the championship of the Mountain Classic. Second quarter coming up on this TV and WYMT.com.
Looking to fall in love this Valentine's Day? Fall in love with summer at the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Make it a date or bring the entire family. You're going to fall in love with the selection and savings. Shop the latest boats, RVs, and motorsports. Zipline across Rupp Arena with Red River Gorge Zipline. Brought to you by Kentucky Select Chevy Dealers. This year's special guest is everyone's favorite angler, G-Man, Gerald Swindle. Visit the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Brought to you by Lee's Ford Marina.
It's a new year, so why not start it off by getting a great deal on a brand new smartphone from Appalachian Wireless? All this month, you can get the 32-gig Samsung GS6 for just $0.01 when you sign up for service. One of the most beautifully crafted and sophisticated smartphones to date, it's easy to see why the GS6 has outsold all other Androids the world over. And all this month, it can be yours for just $0.01 with service. Better service, bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
Let's see the pull-up jumper. Looking good, kid. Take a breather. You look better than ever out there.
Thanks, Coach. How are we looking this year?
Incredibly smart, talented, and man, are they dedicated. Might be the best team ever. How about you guys?
Gilhart Institute and ARH. Now that's the best team ever.
With some of the country's top physicians and nurses right here in Kentucky, you can get the expert care you need close to home. That's the Gilhart Institute at UK Healthcare. That's ARH. That's why we're here.
The world is a pretty big place, yet somehow we're all connected. Somehow the world is at our fingertips, now more than ever, in the stylish Toyota Corolla. With Entune audio, Bluetooth, and backup camera all standard, Corolla tunes into the rest of the world like no other car in its class. Now, lease a Corolla for $159 a month with $15.99 due at signing. Stay connected. Toyota. Let's go places.
13-12, Harlan County with a 1-point lead over Perry Central as we start the second quarter of action here in the Mountain Classic Championship. Jim Frazier, Josh Ball, Tanner Hesterberg. It's an honor to have you along for our broadcast in what is an electric atmosphere here in the Morton Combs Athletic Complex in Hindman, Kentucky. Tobler down low, double teamed, finds Turner for 3, and that's in there.
Excellent ball movement, got the touch on the low post, and Tobler able to dish it out to his man Turner for the 3.
Turner, a quiet night last night in the win over Clay County, just 2 points, tied for a season low, but off to a good start here in the second quarter. Simmons swatted from behind by Blair. He'll lead the Perry Central attack. Dunn on the baseline. Offensive foul.
Seeing David Turner do so many of the little things, Tanner. That time defensive position Take a look here at your Deskins Motors instant replay. Coach Jones going to approve the wipe. 42, David Turner holds his ground, draws the charge. In the college game, don't know that would have been a charge because that would have been in sort of the restricted area. So high school game a little different than the college or professional ranks. Like this zone, but that's where it's open, Tanner.
Simmons able to get it to go.
We saw the zone so effective the last possession of the first half, but there are some openings around the foul line. Simmons gets his game going. You know, Coach Mike Jones liking that. Got Nolan on back. Some quick diagonal passes might get him an opportunity.
Turner down low, blocked by Spurlock, and Trace grabs it out of there for the Black Bears.
Seen both of these teams contest everything at the rim.
Nolan 4-3.
Wow. You know, they've got Drew Nolan tracking Noah back, and right now, Drew Nolan getting the advantage of that one. 7 points for the young man.
Blair runs out of space on the baseline, has his pocket picked by Carmichael. Here comes Cameron.
Speed.
Finds Spurlock in the corner. 3 rims out. Noah back, pulls up. Foul called underneath the basket.
That's going to go against Spurlock, battling for position with Tobler.
They actually put it on David Turner.
Oh, okay.
Just the first. Dunn out of the corner. Off the mark on the 3.
You know, they shot so well in their first 2 games in this tournament. They had to sort of draw the percentage back to reality at some point in time. Shots still look good.
Carmichael, friendly roll.
I think Coach Hoskins probably going to get out of that zone. Just too many open looks in the paint area, Tanner.
Blair. Opportunity for the 3-point play.
Seen so many players in this Mountain Classic with that great first step, Tanner, be it boys or girls. And James Blair, the 6'3 senior, one of those with that quick first step. Very Central kind of losing a little contact with Harlan County, falling down by 5. Old-fashioned 3 puts them back to within 2.
Austin Hill is in the Perry Central lineup for the first time. Dunn gets a breather. Simmons lost it out of bounds.
Carmichael going to have to take that shot. I know he's wanting to be the facilitator, but really there are players back down on the baseline. He basically threw it into the defense that time. There's some opportunities for Harlan County to hit the 12-footer.
Steele. Who else but Carmichael? 2-on-1. Cameron to the hoop. Swatted by Tobler. And that brings the Perry Central bench to its feet and gets us to a timeout. 2018, Harlan County by a deuce.
Established in 1913, Wayne Supply has been a trademark and a model for all other equipment companies. For over 100 years, Wayne Supply has offered good-paying jobs in Kentucky and a vision of growth to many people in our Commonwealth. Wayne Supply has given back in many ways, such as being a founding sponsor of the Wayne Supply Mountain Classic, which has generated over $2.5 million in money given to students in eastern Kentucky. From last century to this one, Wayne Supply continues their commitment to serve the people of eastern Kentucky.
Hi, my name is Lynn, and I drive a Toyota Prius. It's been a great car. I've had it for several years now. My boys are about 6 feet tall, and they've driven in the back seat, all 3 of them in the back, and we've had all 5 of us and all of our luggage in the Prius. Not only are you saving in gas, but you're getting a great car. You're getting a great looking car. I love it. I don't have any problems with it. I would buy another Prius in a minute.
Get a 2015 Prius now with 0 for 60 financing plus $500 bonus cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Samantha, You have Staphylococcus aureus impetigo. You'll need a macrolide.
You have a minor skin infection. He's giving you an antibiotic.
Let's do decloxacillin.
Can you make that cefuroxime? Because her insurance doesn't cover the other.
No problem. Your symptoms should subside within a fortnight. Magnum Diem.
He said you'll be fine in 2 weeks and have a great day.
We obviously can't always be with you, but we're always here for you. Your local Food City pharmacist.
Sign up for power outage alerts today by logging on to KentuckyPower.com.
Looking to fall in love this Valentine's Day? Fall in love with summer at the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Shop the latest boats, RVs, and motorsports. Visit the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show, brought to you by Lee's Ford Marina.
Check out our newscasts and other great videos on our YouTube page.
Harlan County up 2 here in the second quarter of the Mountain Classic Championship game. A look at what the Black Bears have done so far this season. 14-2, best record in the 13th region. A win over Buckhorn in the opening round, followed by a victory against South Laurel in the semifinals last night. And that guy with the ball, Cameron Carmichael, was stellar with 32.
Wow, wasn't he though? Good cut.
Can't get the jumper to go that time.
And I tell you, what about that block by Tobler the last trip before the media timeout?
Let's go courtside to Josh.
Tanner and Jim, Perry Central coach Shannon Hoskins told his team, this is not going to be a situation where they're going to make 11, 12, 13 three-pointers and win the game. They're going to have to be disciplined on offense, run through sets, and slash to the basket. For Harlan County, they're going to have to remain disciplined on defense to keep the three-point barrage in check. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
Josh in a box. Thank you very much.
In the box, I tell you.
Not the penalty box, the sideline reporting box.
There you go.
Just to be clear.
Yeah, just to be clear. And there's where the shots are, Tanner.
Carmichael. That time he gets the roll. Check it, Nolan.
I like the way Coach Jones quickly realizing where the shots are against that zone. He's got his guys going after it.
9 points for the sophomore.
That's where they need it.
Tobler double teamed. And a jump ball called. Stays with Perry Central.
Great shot there. I think as Coach Jones went out of the screen, but he wanted the walk. Tobler needs to be a little quicker, a little more decisive on the post, Tanner. Great perimeter defense by the white shirts. They're all over the great shooters.
Back, reverse layups in there off the feed from Tobler.
And there was the decisive play by Tobler, and Noah Back gets the game going by cutting to the basket. A lot of times a shooter, a great shooter like himself, just a freshman, can get his game going by taking it to the hoop.
Had 5 threes last night. That was his first basket. He gets the steal here, leaves it for Tobler, who draws the contact and finishes.
Oh.
And with a free throw can give Perry Central the lead.
What speed in this game. You saw Tobler here. Take a look. Our Deskins Motors instant replay. He draws some contact on Simmons. The second foul on Simmons. So you wonder what Coach Jones will do here with 3 minutes and change to play, and he will go to Creech. Substitution. We saw Creech have a big game against Harlan a couple of weeks ago. So he can come in and provide some offensive support for these Black Bears.
Creech, a 5'10 sophomore.
Now, Perry Central sloughing back into that paint area. You can kick it into the corner for a shot.
Stolen by Hill. Austin Hill gives Perry Central the lead.
Subway sub of the game last night. He comes in, gives the team a big lift, and Coach Mike Jones going to want to take a timeout.
Michael Jones actually coached the Harlan County JV program for 4 years prior to taking over the head coaching gig, and his teams posted a 53-4 overall record at the JV level.
Pretty tough, Tanner. And of course, Shannon Hoskins was an assistant on the staff for Kevin Spurlock when Perry Central won this, I believe, 4 years ago with Justin Johnson and the guys. Of course, Justin playing some outstanding basketball at Western Kentucky University, and we know a number of these young men are going to go on to successful college careers. You see Coach Hoskins there.
I mentioned Jim, Perry Central in search of its first Mountain Classic championship since 2013, but the Commodores, this is their 4th straight appearance in the championship game. Lost to Knott Central last year, to Hazard the year before.
Well, you got to get there to win it.
And beat Knott Central the year prior to that as Spurlock loses this one out of bounds over to Perry Central.
Tell you, Drew Nolan, 6'2 junior, playing a tremendous game here. A little mustard on the pass, went through the 5-hole, out of bounds. Aggressive man-to-man.
Blair, a lot of contact, no call. In the corner, Nolan. What a game he's having. 12 points for Drew Nolan, averages just 7 a game, and the Harlan County fans loving it. They're back in front.
How about the timeout by Coach Michael Jones? You said 53-4, was that the number? So he knows when to call timeout, changes the momentum, his guys got it going. Tobler has to do things quickly here, Tanner.
Working against Burkhardt, and he scores.
Great realization by Coach Hoskins there. Clears the side for Tobler, so he doesn't have to be as quick with the basketball. Just operate, put it home for 2.
Nolan again. That was what you would call a heat check 3.
Yeah. Back being really patient.
Tobler, spin move. He'll go to the line.
Tobler, the natural left-hander, got on the left side of the basket there and basically set up Burkhardt for the move with a feint right. Quick spin. Draws the foul. Tell you, Tanner, foul shots could win this thing or lose this thing.
Dunn is back in there for Perry Central. Turner returns to the Harlan County lineup.
Now let's see if same thing happens that happened at the end of the first quarter. Perry Central sloughed back in his zone, and Harlan County was content to just run the clock. This time they'll attack.
Under a minute to go in the opening half here in the Mountain Classic Championship. Carmichael. Nolan, corner 3. Harlan County retains possession. And now Coach Michael Jones instructs his team to play for the final shot.
Great defense by Dunn out on the perimeter of this zone. What he wants to do now is keep Carmichael from getting his hands back on it. That's going to be a tough task. Tobler way away from the basket. Offensive rebounding opportunities.
Nolan swatted. It was blocked by Hill, and Tobler fouled, bringing the ball up the floor.
It's going to send Damon to the line for a bonus opportunity.
8th team foul on Harlan County.
Take a look here. Nolan thinks he's got it, and how about Blair? The rejection. Athletic young men playing in this game.
Front end of the 1-and-1 spins out. Harlan County down 3, under 10 seconds to go. Carmichael for the tie. Spurlock keeps it alive. Finishes inside, and Harlan County pulls to within 1. As we reach the end of the first half in the Mountain Classic Championship. Perry Central 28, Harlan County 27. Let's go courtside to Josh, who is with Perry County Central head coach Shannon Hoskins. We'll get to Josh here in just a second. Take it away, Josh.
Here with Perry County Central coach Shannon Hoskins. And coach, you contained Carmichael. You got out into some space. What do you have to do in the second half to slam the door shut and win this Mountain Classic Championship?
Well, we got a defensive rebound. We've had problems with that in the past. And right now, they're out rebounding us on the offensive boards. And we've given them wide open shots. You know, when you contain, you want to contain and contest other people's shots as well. and we're not doing a good job with it right now.
You were telling your team in the huddle you felt like this wasn't a game where you're going to be able to win it on the perimeter. You're going to have to slash and cut to the basket. What are you going to have to do offensively in the second half?
Well, we have to go inside out. We have to bring the ball to Damon down low because they're having to double team him, and then we're going to get our shots off of that.
Coach, best of luck in the second half. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
Josh, thank you. Fans stretching here at halftime of the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. Perry Central 28, Harlan County 27. Kentucky Farm Bureau at the half is up next.
Sometimes it seems you spend your whole day on the go. But no matter where you go, you'll probably run into a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent. With agents in every Kentucky county, Farm Bureau is there for you, pretty much wherever you are. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Today, the impossible is happening. Thanks to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, thousands with blood cancer are coming home to live a normal life. When you support LLS, you not only save lives, you accelerate the most pioneering cancer research of our time. Help us turn someday into today. Join us.
Let's see the pull-up jumper. Looking good, kid. Take a breather. You look better than ever out there.
Thanks, Coach. How are we looking this year?
Incredibly smart, talented, and man, are they dedicated. Might be the best team ever. How about you guys?
Gilhart Institute and ARH. Now that's the best team ever.
With some of the country's top physicians and nurses right here in Kentucky, you can get the expert care you need close to home. That's the Gilhart Institute at UK Healthcare. That's ARH. That's why we're here.
At Window World, we believe in providing superior products installed by professional craftsmen, all at a low price. This long-standing principle isn't just their slogan, it's their foundation for building trust with our customers. Our customers recognize us for our high-quality, durable replacement windows that are made right here in America at prices that don't break the bank. At Window World, we have a variety of products designed to help you save on energy costs during extreme months. Window World also offers financing. Call Window World today to schedule your free consultation.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Morton Combs Athletic Complex. Tanner Hesterberg joined by Tim Embry, Vice President and Branch Operations Manager for Wayne Supply. Tim, Wayne Supply, a title sponsor of the Mountain Classic again this season. Good to have you guys back on board. Why is it so important, you think, to support this tournament?
Well, it's very important. The economic conditions in this area just continue to worsen, and if we're not helping these kids, they might not get to go, so this may be their only chance.
A lot of people enjoy the basketball here at the Mountain Classic, but I know you guys are also a pivotal part of all the scholarships that are given away as well.
Yes, we've been with the tournament since it started, 29 years now, I think, and we will continue to be part of it. We really enjoy this scholarship. We enjoy the basketball, but Monday night we gave away the scholarships, and just to see these kids, helping them, that's what it's all about.
Tim, anything else you want to add before we let you go?
No, just it's a great tournament and glad to be part of it.
All right, always a pleasure. Thanks for the time.
Okay.
Tim Embry from Wayne Supply. More on the Kentucky Farm Bureau at the half report after this.
When you see news happening, dial star 57 or text your news tip to 5757. Service is provided by Appalachian Wireless. Better service, bigger savings.
The world doesn't slow down for anyone. Neither do we. The bold 2016 Toyota Camry. Aggressively styled, with available 18-inch wheels, dual exhausts, and the most advanced features right at your fingertips, including blind spot monitoring and wireless charging. Now, get a new 2016 Camry with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash. Or lease this Camry now for only $179 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
Sign up for power outage alerts today by logging on to KentuckyPower.com.
Winter, famous for careful driving. Lee's, famous for chicken. Get a fast meal that's resolution friendly at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 2-piece oven roast combo for only $4.99. Get your new year off to a smart start with 2 pieces of our gluten-free oven roast chicken, a side, a biscuit, and a regular drink, all at a great price. It's a great meal on the go without all the guilt. Get a New Year's bonus with Lee's 2-piece oven roast combo for only $4.99. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Need an update on weather, a score from the big game, or a check of the local headlines? Like WINT on Facebook to keep up with all that's happening in your town.
Perry County Central entering tonight's Mountain Classic Championship at 12-3. Good shooting team, especially from beyond the arc at nearly 43%. 5 players in double figures versus Clay County, and the Commodores have a 1-point lead here at halftime over Harlan County, 28-27.
Yeah, doing some great balance in the scoring here as well. But for Harlan County, how about Drew Nolan? He had only 4 points last night, and those 4 points came in the second half. But here he comes up with 12 big points in the first half to ignite his team. And, of course, Perry Central with the 1-point lead. Damon Tobler has been tremendous. Somehow, Harlan County has to have an answer for Damon Tobler in the second half.
Very quickly, Jim, what are these two coaches telling their teams in the locker room right now? 3 minutes to the start of the second half. They're both still there.
I think with Coach Shannon Hoskins and Perry Central, they need to get some touches down deep in the post with Tobler, then try to fan it out on the diagonal and get back and done going from the outside. For Harlan County, I think eventually Coach Michael Jones, yes, he wants to get everybody involved, but I think Cameron Carmichael, number 4, going to have to take some of the bigger scoring load on his shoulders in the second half, Tanner.
Tip-off of the second half, and the Mountain Classic Championship between Perry Central and Harlan County is up next.
Established in 1913, Wayne Supply has been a trademark and a model for all other equipment companies. For over 100 years, Wayne Supply has offered good-paying jobs in Kentucky and a vision of growth to many people in our Commonwealth. Wayne Supply has given back in many ways, such as being a founding sponsor of the Wayne Supply Mountain Classic, which has generated over $2.5 million in money given to students in eastern Kentucky. From last century to this one, Wayne Supply continues their commitment to serve the people of eastern Kentucky.
See the pull-up jumper. Looking good, kid. Take a breather. You look better than ever out there.
Thanks, Coach. How are we looking this year?
Incredibly smart, talented, and man, are they dedicated. Might be the best team ever. How about you guys?
Gilhart Institute and ARH. Now that's the best team ever.
With some of the country's top physicians and nurses right here in Kentucky, you can get the expert care you need close to home. That's the Gilhart Institute at UK Healthcare. That's ARH. That's why we're here.
Can I help you today?
I'm gonna need a big car.
You need something bigger.
Really big.
Okay.
Bigger, bigger, bigger.
You must have a really big family.
No, big sale at Food City.
This week, Food City Fresh Ground Round is $3.99 a pound. An 8-pound bag of Harvest Club potatoes is $3.99. And Pepsi 6 and 8 packs are 4 for $10.
Value every day. Food City.
Sometimes it seems you spend your whole day on the go. But no matter where you go, you'll probably run into a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent. With agents in every Kentucky county, Farm Bureau is there for you, pretty much wherever you are. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Perry Central going over some last-minute instructions before starting this second half of play versus Harlan County. Cameron Carmichael held to just 5 points in that first half. The Harlan County point guard who scored 32 last night against South Laurel, including 13 in the fourth quarter. Black Bears will be anxious to get him going. Harlan County ball to start the second half. Jim Frazier, Josh Ball, Tanner Hesterberg. Been a great high school basketball game so far. Second half underway as we crown a Mountain Classic champion.
Perry starting off in that zone. No, actually it's a man-to-man here. A little zone look at first, and now they'll switch man-to-man.
Simmons for 3. And Dunn carried the basketball. I mentioned Perry Central under the direction of Shannon Hoskins. It was pretty cool to see last night legendary coach Bobby Keith, who coached Shannon in high school at Clay County, come out of the stands after Perry Central defeated Clay and congratulate Shannon.
Absolutely.
Traveling violation here called against Nolan. Even though his Tigers lost, Coach Keith was happy to see one of his former players getting a big win.
Absolutely, and realizing, I think, that last evening was Michael Jones' biggest win of his career, and this would be the caveat, the cherry on top. Can Harlan County come through with the big win here in the second half?
Tobler, nice crossover against Turner, and he's rewarded with the layup.
Tanner, you talked about it last evening. Tobler getting better and better. He was pretty much a raw product when he got here to Perry Central, but young man making some big plays, and that time an ankle-breaking move.
Now in double figures with 10. Turner trying to answer down low, and he does against Tobler.
So your big David Turner does a great job, as well as Burkhardt on the inside, and doesn't do a whole lot of scoring, but just a few timely baskets keeps Harlan County going.
Turner's first bucket. Now here's Tobler.
Clear
against Turner. He'll pull up, leaves it short. Good defense by Harlan County.
Cleared the side for him. Turner able to box him out after the jump shot. Rebound goes to the white team.
Simmons in some trouble. Tobler the steal.
Just can't take it to the basket easy in this game, or somebody's just going to knock it away from you.
Tobler finishes. Nifty little crossover. He's employed that move twice in the last 3 possessions.
And it's an ankle-breaking move. He, the left-hander, you're sort of thinking he's going to go left, and bam, he comes back, takes it so strong to the right side, quickly gets to the hoop for 2.
Nolan, good look, but it didn't go, and a foul on the rebound against Harlan County. Simmons whistled for the foul.
First couple of minutes of the second half, you can see Perry Central wanting to get the ball to Tobler over on the far side. If you look on the head on the right side of the basket, then they clear the side for him, and he just simply operates.
Down low to Tobler again. Good defense by Turner. Perry Central trying to win this Mountain Classic and become the 12th 14th region team to win the Mountain Classic in the last 16 years. Good run for the 14th region in this tournament.
Boy, it sure has been, Tanner. I didn't realize it'd been that strong, but certainly tremendous teams here in this 14th.
Tobler.
Good defense by Turner. Doesn't allow him to get to the basket. Good catch by Carmichael. Otherwise, that one's going out of bounds. They reset. See Coach Jones there. He's wanting these guys to scissor cut from that double stack on the low post.
Nearly a steal by Turner, but it's out of bounds. Staying with Harlan County. Black Bears down 3 to Perry Central here in the Mountain Classic Championship.
Here's a look at your community calendar.
Send your calendar events at least 2 weeks in advance to WYMT TV, Post Office Box 1299, Hazard, Kentucky 41702, or email events to calendar@wymt.com. Sign up for power outage alerts today by logging on to KentuckyPower.com.
Here's your story, let's begin. The water's fine, come on, dive in. The future's here, it's right before your eyes. You could be larger than life, bigger than the world, living out the hopes and dreams of every boy and every girl. You could fly higher than the sky, shine brighter than the stars. You could have all you ever wanted, shoot the moon and reach for Mars. You know you could.
Looking to fall in love this Valentine's Day? Fall in love with summer at the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Shop the latest boats, RVs, and motorsports. Visit the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show, brought to you by Lee's Ford Marina.
All right, time for Mountain Classic Trivia. This is the first year Hazard has not competed in the tournament since what year?
I'm going to say A.
1991.
That's what I say.
We'll have the answer coming up a little later in the broadcast as we're back to live action. Nolan trying to get it in. And 5 seconds, a turnover.
Shannon Hoskins happy with the way his guys start this second half. Nolan doing a tremendous job on back.
Back with just 2 points so far, and it stays that way.
Tried to design a play for him, it just wouldn't work out.
Carmichael to Turner. Oh, good shot fake. And Turner hits the jumper. Black Bears within one. Let's go courtside to Josh Ball.
Tanner and Jim, I spoke with Harlan County coach Michael Jones at the half, and he said his team has to find offensive opportunities for Cameron Carmichael and Trey Spurlock, and they have to find some type of weapon to keep Damon Tobler from Perry County Central from dominating the inside. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
Well, Turner getting a good look inside that time. 7 points for the senior.
Great back cut, beautiful entry feed. Turner finishes for his 7th point. Zone giving some problems here to Harlan County. Certainly it's shaded towards the perimeter.
Carmichael, circus shot won't go.
Got a little tripped up as he went to the basket, just forced to put it up, won't go.
Travis Dunn.
Good job by Harlan County limiting a big Perry Central team to one shot and out, Tanner. They really haven't gotten much offensive glass in this entire game.
Jim, we mentioned the dominance of the 14th region in this tournament, winning 11 out of the past 15 years. If Harlan County wins tonight, the Black Bears would be the first team from the 13th region to win the Mountain Classic title since Clay County did it in 2011.
Wow.
Nolan floater, no. Inside Turner, taken away from him, but out of bounds, staying with Harlan County.
Good idea there, James Blair. Knocked it away from Turner before he had the opportunity for the putback.
Nolan working against Blair. Can't finish. And Tobler snatches the board for the Commodores. Back. If he heats up, look out. Had 5 threes last night. That's his first tonight.
A lot of times Perry Central in situations like this, they like to leave Tobler alone to rebound. The other guys sprint to the other end. Back, put it home.
Nolan trying to answer. Spurlock can't put it in from in close. Simmons stripped away from him. And a foul called as Nolan brought it out of trouble there for the Black Bears.
Still only the second team foul, so we got a long way to go before we get to any type of foul shooting opportunities.
Of course, earlier tonight, it was Knott County Central defeating Bell County in the Girls Mountain Classic Championship. And a whistle here. Perry County was trying to substitute, and this may be a technical foul.
Yeah, it could be. I didn't actually see if anyone signaled that he could come into the game.
And it is a technical against the Commodores. Shannon Hoskins trying to substitute and get Travis Dunn back in the game. But the official, Tyrone Fields, had already handed the ball off to the Harlan County player to inbound it. 6 players on the floor for Perry Central, and that's a technical foul. Carmichael at the line to shoot the technical free throws. We'll mark this down. This could prove to be a big moment in the ball game.
Yeah, Harlan County was having a tough time finding points, and Perry Central certainly had some momentum. Certainly no bad intention on the part of Austin Hill, the junior, but he simply came into the game without being allowed and summoned into the contest.
Yeah, check it. Hill was trying to come in to replace Dunn. Carmichael. Ball poked away from Tobler. Harlan County has it, and a foul against Damon.
Tobler with an opportunity to get the rebound. The rest of the black shirts headed to the other end. When it was knocked away, there was an issue, and so Harlan County able to get it, foul. So they'll keep this possession. Of course, the technical foul counts as a team foul. 4 team fouls now on Perry Central.
Just 1 on Harlan County. Carmichael looking for space. Nearly traveled, able to dump it. They get it down low to Turner, and he makes it a 1-possession game.
Turner with 3 big buckets in this third quarter. Only a couple of foul shots by Carmichael in the technical. The other points for Harlan are right back in this one.
Tobler been so good tonight and the whole tournament long. Kicks it back out. Now they work it back down to him. Jumper for Tobler. Off the mark, Spurlock. Wow, he went up high to get that rebound. Carmichael dishes, Simmons blocked by Tobler. Foul.
Not often do you see a kid who scores 32 points the night before be so unselfish. Carmichael knows he has to get the other guys involved. Simmons didn't score a point last evening, looking for his 5th point here. More importantly, he draws the 3rd personal on Damon Tobler here in the latter part of this third quarter.
Simmons a 66% foul shooter. 4 points so far tonight. Just a sophomore. Again, Harlan County, no seniors. Coach Michael Jones going to have a good program for the next several years.
Yep.
Blair, coast to coast. He'll go to the line.
Is that on the floor? Is that going to be a shot?
2 shots.
And Blair was a streak to the other end.
And that's the 4th foul on Ty Simmons. Blair 1 of 1 at the line tonight.
Kind bounce on the rim, nice soft touch. James gives his team the 3-point lead, a 1-possession game. Certainly hasn't been much of the offensive glass for Perry Central in this game.
Simmons checks out. Spurlock back in there for Harlan County.
Cameron Carmichael, I'm not sure that he's attempted much more than a couple of runners down the lane in this second half. Perry Central a good job of getting the ball out of his hands.
Commodores saw the performance he put on against South Laurel last night, 32 points, including 13 in the 4th quarter, and decided they're going to do everything they can to limit him tonight. And he forces it there a little bit and turns it over. 10 seconds for the Commodores to work with.
Perry Central be allowed to bring it the length of the court here.
Blair down the lane, too high off the glass. 3 seconds, Hill jumper, nearly banked it in. Tobler tried to follow with one hand. This place would have erupted. But at the end of the third quarter, Perry Central, a 4-point lead over Harlan County, 39-35. Fourth quarter of the Mountain Classic Championship is up next.
Sometimes it seems you spend your whole day on the go. But no matter where you go, you'll probably run into a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent. With agents in every Kentucky county, Farm Bureau is there for you, pretty much wherever you are. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Back in 1965, Subway's founders Fred DeLuca and Dr. Peter Buck teamed up with one simple mission.
Fresh sandwiches. I like it.
The idea seemed crazy in a time when artificial foods and gimmicks were all the rage. But roller skates didn't make food any fresher, and mascots didn't make it any tastier. As it turned out, Fred was right. Sandwiches made with freshly baked bread, fresh veggies, and delicious meats would stand the test of time. We were fresh before it was fresh to be fresh. The Subway Sandwich Shop, founded on fresh.
You can be sure of a Toyota RAV4's all-wheel drive capability because AMCI testing shows RAV4 outperforming other SUVs in snow. Acceleration, RAV4 beats Honda CR-V, while Subaru Forester is slowest. Braking, RAV4 stops 50 feet before CR-V and 83 feet sooner than Forester. Now, you can get the new restyled 2016 RAV4 with 0% financing. Toyota, let's go places.
Established in 1913, Wayne Supply has been a trademark and a model for all other equipment companies. For over 100 years, Wayne Supply has offered good-paying jobs in Kentucky and a vision of growth to many people in our Commonwealth. Wayne Supply has given back in many ways, such as being a founding sponsor of the Wayne Supply Mountain Classic, which has generated over $2.5 million in money given to students in Eastern Kentucky. From last century to this one, Wayne Supply continues their commitment to serve the people of Eastern Kentucky.
Here's the answer to Mountain Classic trivia. This is the first year Hazard has not been in the tournament since 1997.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while. Nearly 20 seasons.
Start of the fourth quarter, Perry Central up 4 over Harlan County here in the Mountain Classic Championship.
Good defense by Harlan County. Aggressive, cutting off the drives.
Blair in and out on the jumper.
Great box out. David Turner, tremendous third quarter. They're kind of leaving him alone there.
Down low, this is Creech. And he throws it away. Let's get a sideline report from Josh Ball.
Tanner and Jim, Perry Central's been here before. This is their 4th consecutive Mountain Classic Championship game. For the last 2 years, they fell on the losing end. Coach Hoskins told his team to dig deep. One more quarter to play, and they will win his first Mountain Classic Championship and the team's 2nd in 4 years. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
And to piggyback off what Josh was saying, Shannon Hoskins trying to become the first person to win Mountain Classic MVP as a player and then win it later as a coach. Not the first.
No. I know that trivia. Robert Markham was the first to do that.
Oh, that's
Clay
right,
County.
2011. Come the second.
Yeah.
Of course, Hoskins and Markham squaring off last night.
And they squared off on the same team for Clay County for a lot of years. That's how you got that MVP. Tough defense by the white shirts here. Everything's going to be contested, Tanner, in this fourth quarter.
Tobler, nice spin move. 14 for Tobler.
Yeah, you're going to have to come with some help defense to stop him. Otherwise, he can really operate with those quick moves on the low post.
Taken away, it's a steal for back. Up ahead, Dunn trying to finish. Blocked by Spurlock. What a great defensive recovery.
So you talk about recovery. What about our cameraman, Freddie Hunt here? 17 games this week, and he smoothly, easily gets out of the way of the charging Travis Dunn, what a block.
Spurlock coming right into your living room, and Tobler draining the jumper.
Tobler, the only person that scored here in this fourth quarter, and Michael Jones going to try to get his guy number 4 to try and take over, but you see the double team that hits him the minute he crosses the court.
Taken away. It's Blair, the steal for the Commodores. Dunn thought about a 3. Tobler calls for it. Goes to work. Hook shot short.
Came pretty close to his 4th foul there.
And another unforced error for the Black Bears. Timeout, Michael Jones. His team down 8 with 5:24 to go in regulation.
You see Harlan County there. One of the interesting stats that we had for them, undefeated in the 13th region. That 13th region's got some pretty good teams. Undefeated against 13th region opponents this year, taking on this tough 14th region team, Perry Central. You're inside the huddle there with Denny Fugit and Shannon Hoskins as they go over the instructions for their guys. Fans loving it, and some of the girls cover their face here a little bit, but great success getting the ball to Tobler and then simply clearing the side. Turner doing the best he can to stay with him, but Tobler still able to get his shot off. I think they're going to have to come, Harlan County, that being, with some double teams, force Tobler to give the ball up. Problem is, when you come with that double team, you leave Travis Dunn, Noah back open, and they can fill it up from 3 in a hurry.
Full court pressure here from Harlan County. Blair draws the foul. They will not count the basket. Official Tyrone Field says it's a floor foul.
Well, the mark of a well-coached team, you get exactly what you want out of the timeout. And that will be the 5th foul on Simmons.
Big loss for the Black Bears. Simmons fouls out with 4 points. Averages double-figure scoring.
Well, he had a tough job defensively here, trying to stick on these guys for Perry Central. 8-point spread. Perry Central really don't have the same time frame nowadays to get a substitution in. It's not a full minute long opportunity like it has been in the past.
Blair.
Oh, how does it come out? Blair realizes he has the smaller creech on him, an easy shot, but it just wouldn't drop.
Maybe the break Harlan County needed to start a run. Kick ball. Black Bears keep it. It's our final media timeout. Perry Central an 8-point lead over Harlan County. The end of regulation is coming up next in the Mountain Classic Championship. Don't
Sign up for power outage alerts today by logging on to KentuckyPower.com.
At Window World, we believe in providing superior products installed by professional craftsmen, all at a low price. This long-standing principle isn't just their slogan, it's their foundation for building trust with our customers. Our customers recognize us for our high-quality, durable replacement windows that are made right here in America at prices that don't break the bank. At Window World, we have a variety of products designed to help you save on energy costs during extreme months. Window World also offers financing. Call Window World today to schedule your free consultation.
Hello, friends. This is Dr. Ralph Stanley.
And this is Ralph Stanley II, and I am proud to be following my dad's footsteps.
The law firm of Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds have been representing coal miners and their families for almost 40 years.
Go see the fine folks at Wolf, Williams, and Reynolds They live in these mountains and they understand.
They will fight for you.
Winter, famous for careful driving. Lee's, famous for chicken. Get a fast meal that's resolution-friendly at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 2-piece oven roast combo for only $4.99. Get your new year off to a smart start with 2 pieces of our gluten-free oven roast chicken, a side, a biscuit, and a regular drink, all at a great price. It's a great meal on the go without all the guilt. Get a New Year's bonus with Lee's 2-piece oven roast combo for only $4.99. Only at Lee's, famous for chicken.
Looking to fall in love this Valentine's Day? Fall in love with summer at the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show. Shop the latest boats, RVs, and motorsports. Visit the Kentucky Sport Boat and Recreation Show, brought to you by Lee's Ford Marina.
Follow WYMT on Twitter for the latest news, weather, and sports.
Cameron Carmichael, a sensational effort last night in the win over South Laurel. 32 points. Just 7 points right now, though. He had 13 in the fourth quarter last night. This is Cam Carmichael time, if it ever was, for Harlan County. Foul on the inside here. 6th team foul on Perry Central. Harlan County guilty of just 3 team fouls in this second half.
Excellent job by Perry Central, hitting him with the double team, forcing him to give it up.
Let's go courtside to Josh.
Tanner and Jim, this is the 29th Mountain Classic. And plenty of coaches over the years, plenty of great players. It makes you wonder, you know, the Mount Rushmore of the Mountain Classic, who would it be? You know, Bobby Keith comes to mind. Shannon Hoskins, Perry County Central's coach, was the 1992 MVP for Clay County. Coach Robert Markham of Clay County was the 1991 MVP of the Mountain Classic. Hashtag Mountain Classic and give us your thoughts. Tanner and Jim, back to you.
4th member, Jim Frazier. Slam dunk.
I don't know. Tell you, Josh doing a great job, as well as Anthony Bersalia. All the guys here doing a spectacular job. 17 games in 6 days. Speaking of the spectacular job, how about this spacing here by Perry Central? Coach Shannon Hoskins up directing traffic.
Commodores content to run the offense, use some clock, up 8 points here.
And there's only 3 team fouls on Harlan County. At some point, they're going to have to do a little bit of a hatchet job if they're going to send Perry Central to the line. Of course, certainly trying to get to steal, trailing by 8 here, and there's a play by Burkhart.
Perry Central gets it back, though. Big break for the Commodores. Shannon Hoskins takes a 30-second timeout.
You see Coach Hoskins there. Gives a little bit of the exasperated look. Both these coaches doing a spectacular job. Shannon, of course, played at MC Napier and then at Clay County. Doing a great job. The cheerleaders have made it a special evening here as well. And you won't want to go away at the conclusion of this. The man beside me here, Tanner Hesterberg, will take the microphone and MC our trophy presentation, the award ceremony. And
if I have any voice left.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So now you've done 13 of these
13
games.
of
Is
the
that
17.
the deal?
Of course, some would argue that me talking less is a good thing. And I would have no counter argument.
There we go. Been a lot of fun, Tanner, but
great week.
The white shirts are going to have to come up with some steals here, and Tobler always seems to be the outlet.
They get the pilfer. Carmichael poked it loose. Cameron thought about pulling up from outside. Spurlock will shoot a 3. No good. Harlan County keeps it. Burkhart 4-3. And a jump ball. Possession arrow. Harlan County. Heads up play by Spurlock to tie up Dunn.
Shannon Hoskins did not make a sound, did not make a move. He just simply looked in anguish. 3:29 to play here. 8-point spread. Harlan County doing a superb job on Cameron Carmichael. They have certainly shut him down. Only 2 free throws, that coming on a technical opportunity here in this second half.
Creech nearly banked it in. Tobler snares the board. 3:20 to go. Perry Central up by 8 with the ball.
Harlan County going to have to foul if they're going to put Perry at the line. Only 3 team fouls. Good ball handling here by the visitors on the scoreboard.
James Blair all the way in.
When we talk about guys that are quick with the basketball, man, James Blair is quick with the basketball. Great first step.
9 points for the Buckhorn transfer. 30-second timeout for Michael Jones. It's a 10-point spread, 2:52 to go.
Great team here for Shannon Hoskins, as you see in the huddle there with Mike Jones. Certainly Harlan County finishing second place in the Mountain Classic. A lot of folks wouldn't have figured that they could have gotten that far, but Coach Jones and his guys believed. They came on strong. This Perry Central team, I guess they wonder what might have been had Braxton Beverly stayed and played. They certainly have the skills.
That's a good point. Braxton Beverly would have been a senior on this year's Perry Central squad. The sensational point guard foregoing his senior year at PCC, transferring to Hargrave Military. As Carmichael gets the bucket, and he'll have the free throw. Speaking of good point guards.
Great move. You saw where Perry Central tried to hit him with the double team at the top of the key, and he beats back to the right. Puts it up on the glass, gets fouled. Basket goes, and an opportunity to cut it to 7 here. Going to assume that there'll be wide open full court pressure if he hits it, but it just didn't drop.
Going back to the point on Braxton Beverly, Shannon Hoskins saying he told his team, we're going to treat it as if it was a graduation.
Yeah.
Certainly the remaining Commodores have responded well. That one kissed off the glass and went down for Noah Back.
You saw the grin on his face there. When you're a good shooter like he, it will drop.
Tobler the steal, look out!
Whoa.
Damon nearly threw it down, and an intentional foul whistled against Nolan.
Yeah, that's a dangerous play there. That young man was sailing towards the basket. It will be the intentional foul, so you'll see the white shirts move away. Big turning point here.
Damon Tobler, if Perry Central holds on to win, will in all likelihood be your Mountain Classic most valuable player.
Pretty good choice. He's been the difference in this game, that's for sure. Perry Central, of course, will retain possession. It's only the 4th team foul for Harlan County, so they've got a couple more to give.
17 tonight for Tobler.
Four-point game entering the 4th quarter. Only 2 points for Harlan County, Tanner, in nearly 6 minutes of action with the Mountain Classic on the line.
Dunn versus Carmichael. Great matchup there. 2 terrific point guards, each wearing number 4. Tobler lost it out of bounds nearly, but before he did, a timeout called by Shannon Hoskins. Big timeout awarded there to Perry Central to save possession with 2:04 to go.
12-point spread. Coach Hoskins saving his timeouts for the final few moments. Harlan County coach Mike Jones battling it, giving it everything he had. Came up short as a player, did Michael, with the Harlan Green Dragons. They were certainly a force in Kentucky high school basketball with he and Todd Cox, Nathan Blanton, Charles Thomas, and the rest.
Dunn trying to get it in. Now Blair double teamed. Harlan County had the trap, but they can't force the turnover. Under 2 minutes to go. No look pass. Dunn got it to Back, pulls up from the baseline and misses. Harlan County got the stop it needed. Carmichael spinning, angling in, drawing the foul.
Ninth team foul will be a bonus opportunity for Cameron Carmichael. He has the only points in this fourth quarter for Harlan County. That coming on that drive just a few moments ago. See Tyrone Fields and Damon Tobler get the water out of the way.
Carmichael, a good free throw shooter, 76% on the year, and he's now in double figures tonight in the scoring column.
You know, Josh talked about how the coaches were saying defense wins championships, and tonight the defense that Perry Central has played, particularly in this second half, Tanner, gone a long, long way to victory.
Hill fouled.
Still only the fifth team foul.
You like the decision to go ahead and start fouling, 96 seconds left?
Yeah, you're going to have to do some things like that. Force them to go to the line a couple of 3 times. You may get some misses, maybe some three-point baskets.
How about Creech coming up with the steal? Took it away from Blair. Can the Black Bears capitalize? Carmichael, so shifty, but he is fouled.
Wow, Coach Hoskins now sort of grabs the head. That will be 2 foul shots here coming for Cameron Carmichael. He just hit his last 2, so he gets a chance to cut into this lead. Perry Central trying to play with 5 ball handlers without Damon Tobler, and Coach Hoskins is going to send Tobler right back into the action.
Both free throws good for Carmichael, and Harlan County calls timeout.
Yeah, Harlan County getting the timeout, and Tanner, we get the good job here by the 15th region official. Certainly we got to tip our hat to the great job all the officials have done in this Mountain Classic. And we have one of our officials, Dale Kahn, standing down to my right. His daughter, Blair Kahn Smith, her 29th birthday is tomorrow. And so we're going to wish her happy birthday. And you see her mom, Jill, sort of putting at the end of that note that I was the only one to ever send her to the principal's office. So that sort of reminds me of the teaching career here. But, of course, these 15th region officials, guys that I know from Floyd County area, 15th region area, doing a great job. And how about Shannon Hoskins and Michael Jones? They've done a great job. Some of the fans heading for the exits here, but a lot of good times ahead for both of these teams. And, Tanner, we've talked about it, Harlan County with not a single senior on the roster.
Of course, the Harlan County girls don't have a senior either. We saw them earlier today defeat Harlan to win 3rd place in the girls bracket. Of course, South Laurel beating Clay County also earlier today. The Cardinals win 3rd place in the boys bracket. And Perry Central a minute and 20 seconds away from winning the boys bracket for the 6th time in school history.
Got to try to force the steal in backcourt and then foul once they come across midcourt. Great spacing, Tanner.
Blair fouled. They're going to put it on Creech. Just the 6th team foul against Harlan County, so one more will initiate the bonus.
This leads at 8 points. You foul quickly, maybe get you a 3-point basket, cut this thing to 5 points with about 50 seconds to play. How quick is Blair?
Whistle and a foul.
Foul on number 4, Cameron Carmichael is first. Team is 7.
Now Travis Dunn got Perry Central started here, Tanner, with 6 points in the first quarter. And then he really hasn't even looked at the basket since then as he became the facilitator. He'll go to the line to shoot the 1 in bonus. Still got to make the foul shots here. Plenty of time left.
In and out. Harlan County down 8.
Need a 3.
Or that. Carmichael to the rack.
Go away, Cameron Carmichael.
Perry Central breaks the press. And James Blair is fouled. Still the 1-1 for the Commodores.
And only a 2-possession game, Tanner. 6-point spread. Blair fails here, and he hit his last 2. I think maybe his last 3. Big foul shot.
10 points tonight for James Blair.
Yeah, makes it the 3-possession game. As you see the band there. Perry Central band with the salute. Got to go for the 3s here, Tanner. Can't trade points.
Harlan County running out of time. There goes Carmichael. Nolan for 3. Out of bounds, over to Perry Central. Substitution, Shannon Hoskins brings Tobler out of the game to get a better free throw shooter in there, as he knows Harlan County will be fouling. Unless they call the dogs off, and they might. 15 seconds to go. There's the foul on Blair. And Perry Central will be Mountain Classic champion for the 6th time in school history.
Oh, what action we've seen in the 29th annual Mountain Classic, Tanner Hesterberg. Blair taking charge here in this 4th quarter.
Of course, Blair will likely be named to the all-tournament team.
It's a lot of deserving guys for that all-tournament team, guys and gals, so tough decisions on your guys' part. I'm going to step away from that one.
10 seconds. Carmichael, they'll let him have it. Timeout, Harlan County. Black Bears down 7, 6 seconds to go.
Coach Mike Jones and his guys, not a senior on the roster. He'll remind them just how well they played in this tournament. Tough to come away with a Mountain Classic championship, but Harlan County, this is the first group of guys that won a game in the opening round to advance to the semifinals. So I know Coach Jones and the fans really proud of those kids.
Let's consider the road Perry Central has taken to the championship. In the first round, they defeat Lawrence County, the number 3 team in the Mountain Top 10.
Right.
In the semifinals last night, they beat the number 2 team in the Mountain Top 10 in Clay County.
Right.
And right now, about to take down the number 7 team in Harlan County.
You know, these guys come in here, they're a 14th region team, and they take on the best that the 13th and the 15th region can offer. They wind up on top, and that's what the Mountain Classic is all about, Tanner. You take on the competition. When the tournament started some 30 years ago, you really didn't have, this was before a lot of consolidation, so your schedules were pretty much filled with teams in your own area. You rarely played many games versus teams from another region, and the Mountain Classic has been a part there, and we have a little setup and a charge that actually worked this time. Harlan County will get the ball back.
No free throws because it's a player control foul, but still a break for the Black Bears. Well, you get a quick score and then try to foul again, I guess. Although being a 3-possession game, that really hurts.
Nice design there by Coach Jones. He just set Carmichael up. Dunn ran into him. Carmichael went down. They've got an opportunity.
Spurlock for 3. And a foul called with 4 seconds remaining. Trey Spurlock will go to the line for 3 free throws. How about the fight in these Black Bears? They never quit, do they?
They certainly don't, but nobody's quit in this Mountain Classic, Tanner. Great action, girls and boys. $111,000 in scholarships. But the lid was on it. Carmichael is the only guy who scored for Harlan County in this 4th quarter. Trail by only 4 entering this frame. Six-point spread. I think you got to miss this one. Try to get a rebound and a kick out for 3.
It rolls in. Commodores trying to inbound and run the clock out. And a foul before the inbound.
It's going to go on Creech. Blair will go to the line.
Will make the long walk the other way to shoot free throws. Michael Jones had his team ready for this Mountain Classic. They're going to come up just a little bit short here in the championship. But how about the job of him, that Harlan County coaching staff, the players? Gave their fans a Mountain Classic run they'll never forget.
I tell you, Tanner, I don't know that there were a whole lot of people, like Coach Jones said, that thought that they were going to take out South Laurel last night. But with a tremendous defensive effort and great offensive showing by Carmichael and Spurlock, they were able to defeat a tough South Laurel team to get in this championship game.
Lane violation. Perry Central fans sensing victory, knowing the Mountain Classic trophy is going to come back to Hazard. Carmichael. The Commodores are kings of the Classic once again.
Outstanding Mountain Classic action. Perry Central comes here to Knott County and brings home another championship of the Mountain Classic to the 14th region, Tanner. You've talked about what a domination the 14th region has had this century. They get it done once again.
12 times now in the last 16 years, a 14th region team has won the championship. And this time it's the Perry Central Commodores. 6th Mountain Classic title in school history and the first since 2013. Let's go courtside to Josh Ball, who's with winning coach Shannon Hoskins.
Tanner and Jim here with Perry Central coach Shannon Hoskins. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Good win.
Good win. Anytime you win, it's a good one. Now, this team had been here twice before in the championship game, unable to get over to the hump. What did it take tonight to get that elusive Mountain Classic championship?
Well, it took a good second half effort defensively, because tonight offensively we just wasn't clicking. They did a good job of taking away the 3 on us tonight, and we did a good job in the second half of both keeping Carmichael out and not letting Spurlock hit the 3s on us and not giving the other guys a 3. So it's a pretty good defensive effort.
Perimeter wasn't effective as it was in the semifinals. You knew that early on. You told your kids it wasn't going to be a 12 and 13 three-point performance. Yeah. I thought Damon Tobler played a great game inside and gave your offense a little more diversity.
He did. He really played well tonight, both taking it to the basket and kicking to open shooters. So I'm proud of him now.
How do you build on this into the district schedule, and then you get into the real tournament season with your district and regional tournament?
Well, anytime you win a tournament championship, it gives you that much confidence going into that tournament atmosphere. So,
Coach, you were the 1992 Mountain Classic MVP at Clay County. How does it feel to win this as a coach and win it as a player as well?
It feels pretty good.
Coach, congratulations. Savor it, okay? And we got Damon Tobler here. Damon had 16 points and 12 rebounds. Damon, how does it feel to win a Mountain Classic championship?
Feels great to come out here and play with my team. And we all play good, and it's a team effort, and we go out there and give it our all. It feels great.
2 years this team was so close. You finally win that Mountain Classic championship. What did it take? Because in the semifinals, it was a three-pointer. Tonight, it was a little bit of everything for your offense.
It took hard work and guts. We had to go out there and play as hard as we could. And the first half, we didn't play as hard as we could, so we went in, got re-energized, and played our butts out, and came up with the win. It felt great. Congratulations.
Tanner and Jim, this is Perry Central's second Mountain Classic championship in 4 years. Back to you.
All right, Josh, thank you very much. 53-47 the final score as Perry Central knocks off Harlan County to win the Mountain Classic championship. We'll